driven here from all over South Central Kentucky and Tennessee, and gosh, some folks are here from South Carolina. Thank you all for coming. We're just elated that you guys are here and partnered up, most of you, with our vision and what we have here with our marketing arm of Matrix Protection. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of my history with the company, and then we have a very special guest that's traveled here from New York, and we're really going to save the stage for him. But as you know, in marketing, I've learned in 25 years in business, owning 4 businesses and having a marketing company, that it's really all about storytelling. And I'm sure each one of you that are in this room tonight is because someone told you a story. So you can see how simple duplication is in business. All you have to do is just go out and tell a story. So my story is that I joined these guys, the founders of this company, with their sister company a couple of years ago. And what integrity that I attached myself to, and a great product. The product was all about helping people. So I worked as a rep and then a master agent and eventually a VP of commercial sales. But as they were working diligently with their other company, which was a warranty company, I decided to start listening, because the guy I'm going to introduce you tonight is one of my mentors. So I listened to him and what he had going on with his other company. So traveling across the country, jet setting and sharing this other product, I started whispering to people like Dave Clark, who's here with us tonight down in Nashville, Tennessee, and he's driving me up to businesses and saying, get out, go in and get the power bills, you know. So I'm thinking, wow. So I said, well, let me tell you before I get out of the van, let me tell you about this warranty. And I thought, well, you know, I kind of whispered to Shannon because I thought, you know, with girls, it didn't have the bubble bath and the spa or the weight loss attached to it. So when I hear warranty, I hear risk or reward. So I really didn't catch on quite like I should have at first. But the more I talked about it, people knew that I had something special. And it started creating excitement across the country, from the race car at Barker Racing to the homes of all of you right here in Kentucky and Middle Tennessee. So I knew that I had something special. So 3 months ago, we met with a big marketer down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and he saw right away that we had a flagship product, first to market, something very special. We knew it wouldn't fit in our platform direct. We had a very aggressive margins with our pay plan, but we knew it wouldn't fit direct with our company, with Matrix. So we set out to form our own network marketing arm, because we knew who could do it best but the owners themselves, the guys that founded the company, created it, and actually was in the warranty business for 40 years, long before there was a warranty business almost, and helped create it. So the product itself, I'm going to let him share with you, but I'm very proud and excited to attach my name to such a wonderful opportunity. And tonight we have with us from New York our CEO. He was in the warranty business for 40 years and decided that he was going to disrupt the market by taking a brick and mortar type product in the warranty business and actually changing the face of the industry. So we have a story here, another story, of changing the industry with the warranty business. We have another story of changing the face of network marketing, or as Jay calls it, social marketing. And you'll see that tonight in our compensation plan, how we've actually changed the face of both industries. And our third story is we're changing lives all across this country right now. I get calls from Utah, Las Vegas, Colorado, Tennessee, Kentucky. I'm like, every time I see today was California, text at 1 o'clock in the morning from Missouri. I'm like, wow. I think we were covering the whole entire map here in this country from coast to coast. Very excited about that, but mostly I'm honored to introduce to you the man that made it all possible for us tonight. He has joined us here to tell the story of Matrix Protection and our marketing arm, My Warranty Rewards. It's my honor to introduce to you our CEO, Mr. Jay Turk.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Well, you know, let's start with, we have a video to show that will explain actually what we're doing, and we're going to show the video, and then what I like to do is deconstruct the video so we can talk about it and see the different segments of that video so everybody understands it. How many of you have been in network marketing before? And how many haven't? Great, because this is not, to me, network marketing. So if you're used to network marketing, if you notice, most of the companies that you've seen or you've heard about, people get involved in it, and somehow nobody ever makes any money. That's just the way it goes because of the compensation plans, because of the thought process that goes into those programs. And what happens is you've got one person doing it one way, and then everybody follows along. They do it the same way. We've gone exactly opposite. So you're going to see something a little different tonight. And as Sheila said, there are two visions that I have personally with this company. And number one is to disrupt and change the way service contracts and extended plans are sold in the U.S. today. The program that you're going to see involves our consumer electronics plan. But there are other products that we are bringing out along with this. So that's number one. We want to change that because I guess, you know, when you go into Best Buy, you buy a TV, you buy a stereo, buy an iPad, buy this, buy that. What's the first words out of anybody's mouth? Do you want a warranty? Do you know why? Because they put so much profit in them to pump up that product that it's important, especially in a store, an electronics store. There's two products they try and shove down your throat: extended warranty plans and cables. The reason is because that's where all their money is. So we want to change that. We want to take that profit out, that massive profit, and create a program that's a little bit more all-encompassing, something different. So what you're going to see does not exist in the United States today. That's number one. Number two, I personally love network marketing platform. I love that platform. I love people going out in their own neighborhoods to sell product. That's important to me. So, because why? Because a warranty needs a guided sale. Somebody's got to say to you, do you want one? And that's really, who's better at doing that than us? I mean, where would you feel more comfortable buying, for instance, a car warranty? From an F&I guy or a finance office where they shove you in, close the door, turn off the air? There's no windows anyway, and you're not getting out of there until you buy a warranty. If you're lucky enough to get out of there without buying a $4,000 warranty, you go home and there's 20 postcards sitting on your desk. Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me. Well, we're going to change all of this. So I love network marketing, but I don't like what's happened to it. So I don't use the word network marketing anymore. Let's use the word social marketing, because that's really what it is. Socially talking to everybody. You know, I told some people a story that when I was younger, a kid, maybe 9, 10 years old, I remember going to the door and then going to my mother and going, Mom, I need $2.30, the insurance guy's here. Anybody remember that? Where you come in and you pay $2, right? And he'd write in his book, and then he'd come back next month. That was social marketing at its best. It was neighbors selling to neighbors with credibility, with credible products. So this is going to be a little different for those of you that have been in network marketing, and I hope extremely refreshing. Because what's different about this is a traditional model. This is, I'm telling you, this has been going on for 40 years. It'll go on for another 40 years. Very complacent industry. But honestly, this is a traditional market with a social marketing comp plan so you can sell all over the country. Let me explain this for you a second. What happens is, and I may repeat this stuff after the film, so if I do, it's just because I want to make some points here. But traditionally what happens, there are agents all over the United States right now that have agencies, that have a demographic area. For instance, in, I forget who's doing auto in Kentucky, but they go to the auto dealers and they sell the auto dealers warranties. And these people have built family lifestyles, they've sent their kids to college, they've built homes, retirement funds, all from a traditional business. So when you're looking at this, I want you to think traditional. It's just you don't have a demographic. You're all over the place. So I think what we'll do first is about 16 minutes of a video that will explain what we're doing, and then let's talk about it afterwards, okay? I hope it isn't too fuzzy and everybody can see it.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Yoni Asheroff, president of My Warranty Rewards. I just want to take a couple minutes and walk everybody through the product, the opportunity, and really what do we have here. And I think the best way to start is, why don't we start with a quick, I think it's a 2-minute video that'll give you a good overview of the product in general.
Meet Sarah. Sarah decided to treat herself with a brand new iPad. She's enjoying her new iPad so much that she's been carrying it everywhere with her. In the kitchen, in the living room, in the bed, and even at work. Until one day, Sarah noticed her iPad stopped working. The brand new shiny iPad's now useless, and Sarah's very sad. When Sarah brought her broken device back to the service technician, they offered to repair it for almost the cost of a brand new one, not to mention the long wait, paperwork, and hectic process. Sarah almost gave up, until one day her best friend Todd told her about his awesome experience with the extended warranty program offered by My Warranty Rewards. Not only do they offer extended warranties with no expiration dates for one low monthly cost, but you can get all your electronic devices protected, like flat screens, laptops, desktops, vacuum cleaners, cameras, or even your favorite gaming console. They've got you covered. Sarah is very happy Todd told her about this awesome offer. She has now covered all her electronic devices with just a low-cost monthly plan. And did I mention you can earn money like Sarah and Todd by simply referring friends and family, or even complete strangers with My Warranty Rewards Promoter Program. Not only are all your devices protected, but you'll get paid every week by helping people protect their devices too. It's just an awesome service. With the My Warranty Rewards Promoter Program, it's really easy to join, and you get special discounts and incentives. The more people you invite, the more money you can earn. So what are you waiting for? Get your electronic devices protected today by My Warranty Rewards. Or join our promoter program to receive exclusive member discounts and the opportunity to earn significant residual income by simply referring your friends and family.
All right, perfect. Well, that's a nice overview of the program in general. Let's get a little into the specifics. So, My Warranty Rewards is the only direct selling company with a focus on extended warranties in what's a $50 billion annual industry in the United States. And this is a growing industry. Our plan offers consumers lifetime protection. That's lifetime. We don't offer term plans. We offer lifetime protection on all of the electronics a consumer has in their home. So let me give you a little background. Warranty Rewards is an exclusive network marketing company of Matrix Protection. Matrix has been around since 2006 and specifically focuses on month-to-month warranty plans. Currently, Matrix has over 600,000 customers nationwide. That's in the United States, and is a very, very viable player in this market and a very innovative player. So that's our product company and vendor company. And let's talk a little bit now about the co-founders of the business. I've got my good friend and partner, Jay Turk, who's got over 40 years of experience as a pioneer in this industry. Most people don't know that Jay had probably the largest automotive warranty business in the United States prior to My Warranty Rewards, and really knows this industry inside and out. Myself, Yoni Asheroff, my primary responsibilities have to do with growth strategy, operations, marketing, and really overseeing the entire back end of what we do here at Warranty Rewards. Prior to Warranty Rewards, I founded Energy Management Systems, which is a leading manufacturer of electricity efficiency systems, and we are currently installed in over 1,000 homes and businesses. That business is still functioning today. So why warranties? For years, stores have offered overpriced extended warranties at premium costs, and let's look at a couple examples. You might look at a typical TV plan will cost you $300 for a couple of years. A laptop plan, if you walk into an Apple store, Buy a MacBook, you're looking at $200-300. Any sort of smartphone plan is expensive, okay? And we're all aware of these plans because we've all bought them before. But the question is, what if there was a way you could protect all of your home's electronic devices with one protection plan? With My Warranty Rewards, we provide protection on all of the following devices without limit to the number of eligible devices. So let's look at examples. The Matrix Protection Plan covers laptops, desktops, cell phones, tablets. That could be an iPad, it could be an iDroid, whatever. iPhones, Nokia phones, Microsoft phones. Any sort of Blu-ray DVD player, flat screen TVs, doesn't matter the brand, vacuum cleaners, any sort of other kitchen electric like a blender or mixer, digital cameras, media systems, sound systems, video consoles, whether it's an Xbox, a PS4, whether it's a handheld Nintendo device. Guys, pretty much anything that plugs in or has a battery qualifies for coverage, and there's no limit to the amount of products per household that qualify. Now, the average household is up to 40 electronic devices, and that number continues to increase as we, the consumer, continue to purchase more and new devices as companies like Apple and Microsoft and Samsung keep innovating and keep coming out with these new devices. We keep gobbling them up. With My Warranty Rewards, all of the devices in your household are covered for one low monthly fee. Now, the coverage includes past purchases, so anything in your home up to 4 years old is covered. Anything you buy currently is covered, and anything you were to buy in the future would also be covered. It's an all-encompassing warranty. As I've stated before, the coverage never expires. It's not limited to 2, 3, or 4 years into the future. It's unlimited. As Jay likes to say, as long as you pay, you play. So coverage never expires. Any brand from any store is eligible. There's over 10,000 service centers across the country. And we've got a 24/7 support hotline. All of this for just $29.97 a month. Okay? So that's the product, guys. It's simple. It's very unique in the marketplace. Extremely innovative. And there's nothing out like this. Now, let's talk a little bit about the opportunity. We stated it's a $50 billion industry where anyone can build long-term residuals. And the key word for us, guys, is anyone. We've designed this compensation plan in this company so that really anyone, the average person that's willing to put some time and effort into this, can earn a nice residual income. We get paid in 6 different ways. We've got quick start bonuses. We've got matrix residual income. We've got matrix matching bonuses. We've got leadership residual income, customer acquisition bonuses, and customer residual income. Let's have a look at quick start bonuses. So quick start are real simple. When you sponsor a promoter that becomes active within their first 30 days of enrollment, you receive a $25 quick start bonus. Now, quick start bonuses are paid weekly, and all it means to become active is that promoter must acquire at least one customer. That customer may be themselves. So quick start bonuses are there to incent any sponsor to make some of that immediate income. But really, I want to talk about the matrix residual income, which is the cornerstone of our compensation plan. We have a 2x12 force matrix system with spillover from above and dynamic compression. Okay, and I want to touch a little bit about the concept of spillover a little later. Let me explain what a 2x12 force matrix is. You come in as a promoter, that's you up top there, the top right in orange. And there are 2 positions in the matrix directly below you. Below those 2 positions, there are 2 positions per position, for a total of 4 positions. Below those 4 positions, there's a total of 8 positions. That keeps duplicating down to 12 levels. Here's a nice chart that shows down to level 2. Now that continues to level 12. You can look at the chart on the right that basically shows you at the 12th level, there's 4,096 positions. In the entire matrix, there are 8,190 positions. So a 2x12 matrix is very, very powerful once you start factoring in the compound effect of going down levels. Now, how do we pay on matrix? So as I've stated before, matrix positions are held by active promoters. Active promoters are those promoters who quite simply have gathered their first customer. So you see the levels on the left-hand side. We've got the number of active promoters per level. We've got the commission that we pay per promoter per level, the total commission per level, and the cumulative commission. Okay? So you'll see down at the 6th, 9th, and 12th levels, we've highlighted those, and we've purposely done that to illustrate the 3 levels of earning potential on a matrix. So the first level we call a team promoter. And once you become a team promoter, you're eligible to earn down to your 6th level for a total possible cumulative residual, these are monthly residuals, $75.50. Now the next level is level 9. For that you must qualify as a as a senior promoter, and that qualifies you to earn up to $971.50. Lastly, we've got the level of director. That opens up your entire matrix and qualifies you to earn up to $17,099.50. Okay, now let me show you what it means to qualify. Because as I've said before, we've made it so that anyone can do this, guys, and we mean it. And I'm about to show you how. So to reach the rank advancement of team promoter, all one has to do is sponsor one personal active promoter, and that automatically opens up the first 6 levels of your matrix. Senior promoter qualifies you for the first 9 levels of your matrix, and all we ask you to do there is to have a total of 2 personal promoters, 1 personal customer, and look at that potential residual. Strong. Lastly, guys, the position of director, that opens up your entire matrix. All we're asking you to do is have a total of 3 active promoters, 2 active customers, and that completely opens up your entire matrix for an unbelievable potential, okay? So what I've just described is the matrix potential and the qualifications for the matrix. And that basically tells a story. I did mention that I want to explain the concept of spillover. And all that means is that because the matrix is limited to 2 in depth, anything after 2, any promoters that you or your upline sponsors after 2 will naturally spill over down to positions below this first position. So not only do you get rewarded for your work, but you also get rewarded for the work of your direct uplines. Okay? It's a very strong concept. Now, the third part of our compensation plan is what we call the matrix matching bonus. And guys, this is very, very exciting. You receive a 25% matching bonus on matrix residual incomes of all of your personally sponsored promoters. Let me elaborate on that. So once you join as a promoter, you're going to receive 100% of your matrix. Now, any promoter that you personally sponsor into the business, without limit to infinity, you'll receive a 25% check match on that promoter. We sponsor 10 people personally, to infinity, you're going to receive 25% of their matrix residual. Each one of these people, not 3 people, not 6, not 9, not just the first 3 and that's it. There's nothing like this in the industry, guys. This is very powerful, and this is very, very lucrative. Okay. Now let me talk a little bit about our other leadership positions, and I want to talk about customers because we haven't really talked much about customers. And we've got an unbelievable compensation plan that rewards you for gathering customers. Okay. Now our first formal leadership position is what we call a senior director. That's right above director, and that entitles you to a senior director commission, or we call them leadership residual incomes, of $1 per customer in your organization. But look at these numbers, guys. They speak for themselves. The math is simple. Multiply the amount of customers by 1, you get the amount of residual income. Now, I know there's many people on this phone call that have had teams, of upwards of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people. Let me use 10,000 as an example for what I would strive for. If you were to gather 10,000 customers within your organization, that equates to $10,000 at the senior director position. Now, that only goes up from here, guys. The logic is the same, the numbers just go up. As an area director, now you're looking at $2 per customer. Using that same example, it's 10,000 customers at $2, that's $20,000 a month. Okay? That's just our second leadership position. Our third position is what we call a regional director, guys. That almost doubles to $3.50 a customer. That's $35,000 a month. 10,000 customers. Even if you're only looking at 1,000 customers, that's $3,500 a month. Guys, this is in addition to your matrix residuals, in addition to your quick start bonuses, in addition to your 25% matrix matching bonus. This is all in addition. This is just on customers. Our last position, guys, we call national director. We pay $6 per customer in your team. Very, very powerful, very strong numbers. And I don't think, I'm leaving myself kind of speechless because this is so powerful, guys. Those of you that have worked other opportunities, that know this business, that know the breakage that exists in this business, I'm sure you're all looking at this extremely impressed. Now, we've also got lifestyle rewards and warranty rewards. We've got financial incentives, obviously, which is a cornerstone of what we're doing. We're all doing this to make extra incomes for ourselves and our families. But I want to introduce as well, we've got a monthly car bonus. Okay, we've got a $1,000 car bonus. Once you hit a certain rank of regional director, you will qualify for a $1,000 car bonus. We also have annual leadership cruises, guys. The next one is being held in November of 2014 out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And lastly, very near and dear to me, we've got a $500 monthly health and life insurance allowance. And the reason we did this is we really look at what we're doing here as a legacy business. And as great as, having a cool car is and cruises and trips and all that, security comes first. And with security, health and life insurance, we feel are vital of importance. Unfortunately, many people do not have either. So we've made these a priority with my warranty rewards. So these are some of our lifestyle rewards that I wanted to share with everybody. So how do I sign up is the question. Well, starting your own business is easy. We've got over 40 years of experience, both in the warranty business and in the networking business, backing us here at my warranty rewards. We've got a dedicated promoter services and support team and a very wealthy pay plan that I just went over. Okay, you ready, guys? All of this for just $59.97. $59.97 and you're in business and you've secured your matrix position. The only thing I ask for everybody listening and like what you've learned today, please do get back to the person that invited you and do get all your questions answered. All of these tools and support is available for everybody. So please do get back to the person that invited you and we look forward to having you join us. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful day.
How did we do that? Well, in addition to the product, you have to have what's called an administrator, or a third-party administrator is what they're really called in the industry. And normally what happens, let's say you go into Best Buy, because I just saw it down the block here. That's why you go in and you buy a TV, right? You want a warranty. Yeah, you buy it. Well, I start thinking to myself, not only have you overpaid on the warranty, but you just paid it with your credit card, so now you get to pay interest on an overpriced product. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, does it? But let's say you have a claim. You call up and they go, Best Buy. Well, it ain't Best Buy. I just want everybody to understand, you're calling a third-party administrator. The difference is, I own the third-party administrator, so when you call us, you're calling us. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been in the consumer electronics. My two partners in that have been in it for almost 40 years as well. And that's all we do in that administrative office is consumer electronic products. We're managing right now it's up to about 600, I was just there the other day, 650,000 warranties. But and we're putting on every week, every month, new companies come to us because we do what is considered traditional fenced products. A fenced product maybe go out 2 years, 3 years. You know how they say you want a 2-year warranty, 1 year, 3-year fencing? We don't have that. This product is not available through my administrative company to anybody, only here. It'll never go out to anyone because I don't want it to. This is where it belongs. The other thing is you need insurance. And we use, in all our programs, we use AMS-rated insurers. We've got people like CV Star and Dealer Accepted. We've got the right companies that are backing this product in case something goes wrong. And it also should give everybody in here a little comfort level. Because again, this isn't one of these things where I just created some rate and everybody got, okay, great. We had to bring all our data in, they had to take a look at it, they had to actuarially pull it apart, see what we were doing, and then they gave me a rate, of which we built our program around that. So you know you're going out there with a rate that's been tested, looked at, scrutinized, and provided that's comfortable. And again, the adjudication of the claims is all done by us. So it also makes it somewhat vertical, the program, which I like because it's the right way to do it. So you've got a product now whereby you can go into any store now or in the future, buy a product, register it within 30 days after you buy it, and it's covered. But what we are doing within 90 days, I've been talking about this for so long, it feels like forever already, but we really had to get ourselves set to come out so that now when I go to Best Buy myself, you want a warranty? No, already got one. How could you have a warranty when you haven't paid for the product? Because I do. Can I see the receipt? Yes. You're going to open up your smartphone, hit our app, press the button, it's going to scan it, register it, and send it to the company. So you're done. You don't have to worry about anything. In addition, that app's going to be shareable, so you can send it to other people. And then it'll go to your website, so you can link them up and get them involved in the program. And it'll be a wonderful way to keep all of your products in one app, so you know where everything is in your home. Because I always say to everybody, so tell me where your vacuum cleaner paperwork is. And everybody looks at me with the same look. Honestly, I don't know where mine is either. But I don't think I've used the vacuum in so long. I have so much in there I can't do it. But the truth is, this will keep it all together. And then, you know, I'm gonna talk about some things you may think about going home. Oh, why didn't I ask them? Well, I'll bring up some of this stuff for you. And one of them is, what happens if I have a claim? How do I do a claim? Well, there's 3 ways to put in a claim. You can call it in, you can email it in, or we're set up in our facility with live chats, so you can actually do it live. In fact, I did a meeting in Dallas last night, and a young lady there had started, wow, when I first started Matrix, she had that product, had a claim, and she was taken care of like that. We really adjudicate really well. And the reason we do it really well, because if you really think about it, what am I selling? I'm selling claims adjudication. That's what I'm selling, built around the product. If I don't do it right, guess what happens? I have no business. So we do it right. We're rated really well with the Better Business Bureau. And we will continue that tradition because we're growing our business quite rapidly, both in traditional and in what we're going to do here, which is really going to change everything around. So you've got everything in the past, 4 years and newer, present, and future. And that's everything. You know, I tell this story because I went down into the basement about a year ago. About a year ago, 6 months. My son has his room in his basement, you know, in the basement. What he wanted for Christmas was a microwave and a refrige, so he never had to come up. But we didn't do that. So he's got I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him, and he's got a headset on, playing an Xbox with somebody in God knows where. I have no idea where they were playing. With a laptop next to him and the cell phone texting away, all at the same time. The kid should have been glowing, really. I mean, but this is what's happened in America today, hasn't it? Because it's no different. Everybody does the same thing. So what we did was we want to make sure all these products for all these families are covered. Does that make sense to everyone? It's a very simple product. It can be shared at home parties, it can be shared with your neighbors, it can be shared so many different ways because people use warranties. Now, I'm not telling you to do this, but I know I was talking to somebody yesterday, raised their hand, she said, yeah, you know, I got this program, I just cashed in the warranty on my TV, I canceled it, and I got back $200 because they prorate and bring it back to you. So you can, that's conceivably possible to do. But the point is, it's a very simple product that nobody has that everybody uses, right? This is a traditional business. So now let's talk about the comp plan a little. What does that really mean? Well, in the comp plan, and we'll have some other people, I know there's some guest speakers, I believe, right, Sheila, that's going to be talking. But in the comp plan, this 2x12 matrix, and this is what I detest about network marketing, is most of these programs that you see, well, this is the first part that really bothers me. They'll charge you $200, $300, $400 to get in the program, right? And what do you get in the mail? A beautiful box of nothing. You get the right, a couple of magazines, nothing. But you get the right to sell their program and be part of their deal, right? The reason the buy-in is so high is so they can pay out to the top leaders. Unfortunately, what happens to Susie Homemaker? Here's Sue. What happens to Sue? They forget her. We built this program from the bottom up because I want everybody to earn. This is about building a future. This is not about 2 years and what's the next deal out there. This is for people that want a home, build a business. And I see because I'm on the road all the time, I see so many people in their 50s that have either been downsized because, you know, economy, and go get a job at 50 years old. It's tough. People are looking for a business opportunity. They're looking to create a lifestyle. And more important than the business opportunity for somebody that's been downsized is to keep their own pride, ego, and, you know, to be able to look themselves in the eye and their family in the eye with respect and honor. And that's important. So we built this from the bottom up. So we use a 2x12 force matrix. The reason we do that is because with other compensation plans, there are things called holes in them. So you get coded out. I know a lot of people that don't understand this. And they make those comp plans so you don't understand it. I dare anybody, half of the people that are in the business, or 90% of them, couldn't explain it to me anyway, because they're so convoluted. And what happens is there's holes in them, and the reason there's holes in them is so that that money you get coded out, the money that you were supposed to get now goes back to the company. Well, I didn't want to do that, number one, because everybody's, if they're going there, I'm going here. And number two, it doesn't do anything for the person that came in that wants to make, maybe you don't want to make 10, 20, 30,000 a month. Maybe that's just, you know, that's a crazy number. But maybe $500, $800, $1,000 a month would change your life. Well, I wanted not only for you to be able to do that, but for you to be able to do that and as long as you want. So let's say Dawn decides she wants to do it for 3 years, build up a nice income, whatever it was, and says, I don't want to do this anymore. I think I'm going to, you know, vacation for a while, you know, whatever. As long as she stays active, that money never goes away. It's the way it's supposed to be. We don't take downlines and move them and all that craziness. So a 2x12 matrix means that Dawn can put 2 people under her. She puts her 2 promoters under her. Then they put 2 and they put 2. And when she does more than 2, let's say you put on 5, they start to spill over down into the different legs, the 2 different legs. But monthly what we do is we compress it up. So if there's any holes in that matrix, they get filled up with the spillover. So why do I do that also? Because in normal networking companies, what happens is you start off, now you're starting to do well, and you're with, I don't know, you're with Ken, you're doing well. Ken goes, wow, she does too well, I'm going to get coded out of her, so he's trying to keep you down. With this program, we promote team building because it spills over. Everybody helps everybody in the matrix, which is a great way to go. The reason you don't see it is because people want that, companies want that money coming back. The difference is, I don't need it to come back because I'm not going to Salt Lake City and repackaging the lotion, a potion, a pill, the magic cancer protector, or any of this junk. What I'm doing is I've got my administrative company that I own, I've got this company, and to be honest with you, I'm looking for an insurer right now to buy. So we're going to be completely vertical in this company. But the idea is to keep it so you make money. Remember I told you about the agencies that go to the car dealers? There's a ton of them out there. I mean, we were doing, I was cranking auto, I had every auto pretty much agent out there selling one thing or another at one point or another. But it's limited by demographic. I really visualize tens of thousands of agents. You're an agent, you're a business. Make no mistake. This is social marketing with a traditional business. And it's never been done in this industry before because the warranty business, as bad as the networking industry has got a bad rap, the warranty industry is a whole different trick. There you've got complete complacency. Why? Because most of the people are probably that are running these things are around my age, and they've got they're not as crazy as I am, so they're all looking, they don't want to change the world. They're banging these things for big bucks. They want another 4 or 5 years, go up into the sunset, you're never going to see them again. So it's a whole different concept. Now the other thing we put in there is this matching bonus, the check matching bonus. I don't know if anybody's has had a chance to multiply that out yet.
I did.
You did? But it's crazy numbers. I don't even like doing the numbers because they're crazy. And I'm going to explain to you where they come from so you don't think this is some pie in the sky dream. But the numbers, the 25% check matching means that if Dawn goes out and she just wants to do a couple of $100 a month, let's say. So Dawn goes out and she puts 3 or 4 promoters on, which is pretty much the industry average. She'll put 3 or 4 on. And those people break down. Not only is she making her, what is it, $80 or something on her matrix, or even more at that point. I think you're open up for $900. But now you've got 25% of every person you put on, those 3 or 4 people, their own matrix. Remember, everybody's got a matrix within itself. So now, not only are you making it on yours, you're making it on everybody with no restrictions. This is not one of those things where you have to keep promoting until until you run out of people and then everybody takes it away from you and you got nothing. So it's a beautiful way to go. And by the way, we use top network marketing MLM attorney. His name is Kevin Thompson out of Nashville. Tremendous guy, incredible guy. Really has his stuff together. And he goes through everything we're doing, so we're totally, proper EFTC. But in addition to that, you've got customer bonuses. And how are you going to get customers? You're going to go out, you'll get some customers, you'll start, some people might do home parties, some people might go out. We're going to put together gift cards, very minimally priced gift cards, so you can give out, a 60-day program. Hey, come on, Reggie, this is the first 60 days, and let people get accustomed to it, feel for it. I like that idea. The other thing is, now once you've got all that going, what we're doing to support this is twofold. I've just finished a contract with TiVo. You know what TiVo is, the boxes? So that we're going to be on TiVo. You go up you get up to go make a sandwich, go to the bathroom, see what the kids are doing, press pause, it will pop up. And then you can drill in if you want, whatever. But the other thing is, and I really saw this, I had a vision as we were starting this company, I talked with Sheila about it, I knew where I was going. But you you ever get a reaffirmation on something you wanted to do, you see something, somehow you get a reaffirmation on it? So I was in the gym about 2 weeks ago, and you know how they have the TVs on the walls, and you can't hear it because you have to plug in. Well, I looked up, I never look at them, but I just looked up, and there was an expose on CNN for Avon. And the whole story was about Avon helping women in Africa learn how to be in business. It was a great story. But what really was the reaffirmation for me was, does anybody remember Avon calling the TV commercials? Well, nobody does that anymore. It built them. So we are in the process of putting together TV commercials to do two things. Acquire customers that are going to go out into the field. I don't want them. Leaders are going to need them. You may be ready to be a national director. You need a couple of customers. Right. Boom. They go in. But that's what we're doing. But it's not just about that. It's about buying locally from your warranty rewards representative in your own area. And if you don't know of where to go for someone, please call us and we'll route them into the right area. If we do that, and you guys do the jobs you're going to do, you know what we can do in this country? It's amazing. You have no idea. I mean, it doesn't, it's wild. Because it's not only about that and the check matching bonus and the, all the leadership stuff and the customers. Yeah, you can build a business real easily, and it's very lucrative industry. But how did we get to that 25% check matching bonus on everybody? Because everybody, yeah, that's pretty cool. How'd you do that? Is that going to hold? Well, first of all, let me assure you, the company's run by two Jewish guys, me and somebody else. The numbers work, I promise you. The numbers totally work. But having said that, normally what happens is you go in and you work your ranks up to get coded, right? And then there's dollars put aside for coding. All we did was we said, why do that? Because the problem is 80% of the people might not make the coding. And what do you do with all the other people that are trying hard? So why not get rid of that crazy coding and spread it out in the field? Give it to everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Money can't come back to me anyway. So that's how the numbers work. And they work. So now you take that. Now let's go, if you really want to visualize, well, let's get a little crazy here, okay? This is the first product. We are getting ready, and I'm finishing up right now, our month-to-month automobile product. We're going to have a vehicle service contract, month-to-month on auto. I've got a home warranty. I've got a furniture warranty that I'm going to be coming out with. The auto is going to be big. The auto will be big. I mean, I know Mr. Lambert knows what I'm talking about, but even in our business, when I was running it, we were doing about 50,000 of those things a month. So it's very lucrative, but I will tell you this. The first 1,000 that I had to get, I can imagine what a woman must feel like giving birth. Because that's what it felt like to me. It was impossible. It seemed like I was never going to get there. But we got there. Then from 1,000, when I picked my head up, it was 4,000. Then it was 12,000. It grows like insane, but it takes work. This is not a free ride. We just made it very simple. But imagine now, especially people that are leaders out there, Dan, some of you people, now imagine if you take that same matrix and do a separate one on auto with a separate check matching. Now you've got two positions, two matrix, you're working off of everything. That's what's going to happen here. So this is just as far as you want to take it. You want to take it to X amount of dollars and you put a goal in your head, you can get there. There's no doubt you can get there. Let me see if I missed anything here. Just, no, you know, I think that's really the essence of this program right now, is to get promoters on. Guy that gets 10 promoters on is making a check matching for 10 people, plus his own. And I want people to earn, because think about it, for yourselves. What's going to make you excited is when you're earning more than you're spending. Correct? I want everybody to earn more than they're spending. I don't care what that amount is, but you can do that for sure. There is no doubt in my mind. So that's our goal. That's how we're doing it. And I think, Sheila, do you want to come back up, or?
Sure. Let's give Jay a big hand.
I just want to add something else. Sheila, as Vice President of Marketing, has done an amazing job. I mean, her and I get into it from time to time, but she's done an amazing job, working hard. But we also have a great support staff. We've got Ken Bloomberg, who is our Vice President of Operations. He's our Director of Operations. He's wonderful. He'll be able to help. You can always reach him at ken@mywarrantyrewards.com, support at mywarrantyrewards.com. I've got a head of our IT department. We keep adding, unfortunately for me, but we keep adding more and more IT people into the company. And we've got our support services through William Pena and Randy San Antonio. So there's a lot happening here, and we're continually adding more corporate staff to make this work. And if anybody is in Dallas at any time, you get a hold of Ken, that's where he lives. We would love to take you through our new facility. It's gorgeous, and it works, and and this will give you, and we're going to film it, so you'll be able to see it. But there's a lot of brick and mortar behind this company. So thanks again, appreciate it. Sheila, it's all yours.
Gosh, you heard it there. The guy who created this whole program for us all, starting out with the traditional warranty products, and so now to something very special, what I consider a home run product here, a flagship product, a standalone product. But as you can hear, while Jay's out in the field creating the auto warranty and the homeowner's warranty and the furniture warranty. So as we build a business, and this company's growing by leaps and bounds already, just think about doubling and tripling your business as we roll out these programs throughout the year. Isn't that exciting, Shannon? I know. I say that in business. I think of my son played basketball for years. I watched him grow up and from a very young child at 5 years old, playing basketball and being groomed to be a point guard in high school. And I think about sports and in football, Clifton, in any sport, if you have that moment of hesitation, when you're offered with the opportunity of being in the right place at the right time, that moment of hesitation can make all the difference in winning or losing, or in your success. And so I guess tonight, some of you are already joined our vision. Some of you are maybe in that decision-making process. But the moment of hesitation of being in the right place at the right time, and you've heard that cliche probably all of your life, right place at the right time. But I'm telling you, when you have a first-to-market product and a first-to-market marketing arm, with the kind of leadership that we have with our president and CEO and all of our great leaders that have already joined us, you have really attached yourselves to something special. I believe we are headed for legacy. I believe these gentlemen will lead this company to their children, Shannon. So, and I'm excited that we have already from Fort Lauderdale on in November 16th to January 15th when we launched yesterday. Folks that saw our vision before we ever even came out of the gate. And folks like Clifton Lambert there, and Shannon Rose, and where's Dave Clark, and Jarvis Merle. Some of these folks were down there in Fort Lauderdale with us, and they walked through with us patiently through us shining up our business center and rolling out in our launch yesterday. And I don't know if Jay mentioned, but I'm going to invite someone in a few minutes to talk about some of the new incentives, Troy, the new lifestyle bonuses and the car program. I mean, isn't that exciting? I'm ready. We got some competition going on right here, right? I believe you're right, the cruise. I forgot about the cruise. But anyways, with all that said, and I also would like to introduce some other leaders in the room really quick before I bring a few. Mr. Dan Emerson, would you stand up for a second? Everyone give Mr. Dan Thank you. And I'd like to say this guy is a legend in the network marketing industry. This guy came out of retirement to join us with this company. He was at one time 1/3 of an entire company, was in his downline, a national leader and trainer. And when he calls me, Dan, I take notes, because the guys like you or the guys that VP of marketing, that's just a title. I take all of the talent that I see in this room and put it together, and I'm just a liaison back to these guys at corporate. So appreciate the kind of talent that we're attracting into this company, and it's all across the country. This is just one example. I've invited someone from our advisory board to come and share her vision with the company, and I just kind of left it wide open, and I'm telling you, she's another blonde like me that's not under non-disclosure, so there's no telling what you might hear tonight. But I'd like to invite, this is a story 3 months ago when I was down in Nashville, whispered the word warranty, and this is a lady whose eyes got this big. And she came up with the vision of this company right away and joined partners with me. She's my new friend and my new business partner. I'd like to invite Ms. Shannon Rose.
I'm just so excited to be here. I'm so blessed to have met Sheila. Sitting in a business meeting about something entirely different. Sat right next to Sheila. I had no clue who she was, what she was doing. I really didn't even know why I was at that meeting, to be honest. Sheila started to share with us about another business opportunity, but then she started talking about matrix protection. And as she was sharing about matrix protection, me and my husband kind of nudged each other and said, man, this would be a great multi-level marketing or network marketing or social marketing, which is the new word that I love, Jay. Thank you for that word. And we said it, and Sheila kind of looked at us and kept talking, and then about 10 minutes later, we said it again, and she kind of looked at us. Finally, the third time, she kind of stopped, pushed her paperwork back, and said, are you guys interested in network marketing? We said, well, yeah, we are. And she's like, well, we're actually getting ready to launch this. And I said, what do you mean, getting ready to launch this? Mean you haven't launched this? And she's like, no, we haven't. And literally, that's when my eyes just bugged out, because I knew what that meant. I knew getting in on the beginning of something that I really felt instantly was going to be huge. I didn't know anything about the warranty business. I think I've become quite the expert lately from listening to Sheila, Jay, and Yoni. Amazing people, wonderful team of people, strong leaders, no BS, no rah-rah. I would say I'm the biggest rah-rah you're probably going to get at one of these meetings, but they tell it like it is, they're honest, they're upfront, and I genuinely believe that Jay really wants us to become wealthy. I believe that. When he talks about that, he talks with conviction. And so far, being around all these people, my gut says I'm in. Yes, and we've been running ever since. I feel like I've known Sheila now for about 6 months. So at that meeting, she said, yeah, we're getting ready to launch this. And we said, well, we're in. Can we be in? It was one of those, can we be part of this? So the very next day, I got a phone call from Sheila. I didn't even know that she had my phone number. Apparently after I left, one of our other business partners shared, I guess, what I had done in the past. Sheila didn't know anything about me. I've been in the network marketing business for just about 10 years now. I started when I was 12, so that's pretty good. And so I've been around this block of it, and I was with an amazing company that I really did believe in. That's where I got my feet wet. That's where I feel like I got my business degree. I'd never sold anything before that except to my dad and letting me take his credit card shopping. That's where I first learned how to sell, was to convince him I needed his card and not just one outfit, I needed 3 outfits. So anyways, this opportunity is unbelievable. I would re-sign up right now. I got the same feeling in my stomach that I had when I was down in Miami, and literally in the last 2 months, we went from 0 people in a business to what? I don't know what we're pushing, 500, 600, 700 people? Over that probably, and we just started with what? 9 people, 10 people, and from those 9 to 10 people, it has spread that far. We've had Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and a lot of people with the flu. So in that short amount of time, with no marketing material, we didn't have a website until just recently. It was really all just off of our voice, our passion, our excitement, and this is already, I feel, a huge success. We've already brought in that many people with no material, so imagine what we can do now. We've actually launched. It's very exciting. The compensation plan that they just changed, I'm still, if you do sit down and do those numbers, that 25%, do the numbers. It will scare you silly. Have you done it? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So, who has already joined us? Oh, we got a full room. Who has it? What are you waiting for? Don't you want to go have a pina colada with me on a cruise? Yeah, I think you do. Right place, right time. I know it sounds cliche, but literally sitting next to Sheila was the right place at the right time. I had been looking for a company to become part of, and I'd had a lot of people that presented their companies to me in the MLM world, and I said no to a lot of them. I believe that there's 3 things that make up an amazing social network marketing company. Great leadership, you have to have an amazing compensation program, and you have to have a product that is unbelievable. First to market, and I think we've hit a home run here. So I just want to encourage you, you can plant yourself here. I believe this is going to be a legacy company. We're here to help you, whether you're connected with me or not. I'm here to help you any way that I possibly can. I know Sheila is. All we've been doing is talking on the phone lately and helping people, and we're here to help you grow. So thank you so much. It was so nice to meet all of you guys. I'd love to chat with you afterwards. Thank you.
You can see how just telling a story, and down on Music Row in Nashville, Tennessee, sitting in a room with Shannon, just telling a story, and I whispered again the word once to her, and I whispered network marketing really, didn't I? And their eyes got really big. And just before I knew it, I tell everyone I felt like with their sister company, I loved the other product, the other company that you heard Naomi talk about in her video. Very passionate about helping people with saving on their energy bills. But as I attached my name to this warranty, I felt like I had a rope tied around my waist, and the wagon was taken off, and I was going along no matter what. I told our CEO, Jay Turk, I said, I really didn't know what I had a hold of with this warranty business. But it just started growing, Shannon, and growing into leader after leader after leader. So right here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, the day after our lunch, we hope for 50. We have like 75 people in this room. Isn't that exciting? Everyone give yourself a hand. I want you to know that I talked to Mr. Troy Bradshaw here. He is really making this little town right here, the nucleus, that, we intend to keep all, if you're here from another state, we want you to know Kentucky's going to keep you in the game of competition, because we work really hard here to keep Kentucky informed about what a wonderful opportunity we have to help folks right here in our hometown and in our community. Troy has done a wonderful job of doing that, and gosh, he's already wanting to walk the stage as national director, and he knows the power of duplication. And so as we went into our launch and we came into the new year, I sent out a text and I said 3-way calls. Because if you're in this room and you think you're joining a business that you have to stand in front of a room like me, I'm just a blonde who has a gift for gab. But I tell you what else I like to do is talk on the telephone. So if you call me up and you have someone that you want to share this business with, don't think you're in business by yourself. You're not. You may be in business, but you're not in business by yourself. So everyone here who has sponsored an introduction from someone, either they, like Shannon or Clifton, will get on the phone with you, or I'll get on the phone with you, and we'll have that third-party validation. There's something special about that third voice, isn't there, Shannon, when they hear that third voice, and it gives a little bit of clarity and conviction to what we've actually got a hold of here. And whoever's heard of a warranty, Shannon, a lifetime warranty, I never have to replace my TV again. I can go back 4 years, old and younger, and have a lifetime warranty when I really need one, when the manufacturer warranty is worn out and my TV is 5 or 6 years old. What a great product we have here. I'm going to ask Troy to come up to the front of the room and join us now. I want him to tell you the power of his duplication and what he's been doing in his living room, and why he has, what, 20 plus people in his business. And one of his leaders is going to join him in sharing a little bit of what they feel we have a hold of here with My Warranty Rewards. Thank you, Troy, for joining us.
Hey guys, the reason that I've really had success with building My Warranty Rewards is, number one, I really believe in this, okay? And so whenever I went out and started telling my friends about this, it was not, hey, let's get into this thing, you know? It was, look, this is gonna work, okay? And they looked in my heart, they looked in my eyes, because everybody in this room, if you are already in this business, are the first 1,000 or less people in this business. And I want you to take your brain, kind of jiggle it around a little bit, and I want you to conceive that, okay? You're in the first 1,000 people in this business. So let's take a time warp a year down the road, okay? 1 year down the road. What do you think that a lifetime warranty plan, how many homes do you think that's going to be in this country? 100,000? 200,000? 1,000,000 homes? Personally, I don't think those are crazy numbers, do you? I mean, it's a $50 billion a year industry, okay? And you guys are in the first 1,000. So, when you put your mind around that a little bit, okay, and you look at a compensation plan where you only need $8,190 to make over $200,000 a year, okay, but those pay to infinity. So if you duplicate, okay, if you do the 3-way calls, if you build this business, that matrix is going to keep going down and down and down and down. So maybe there's 100,000 people in your personal matrix this time next year. And you get, as a national director, $6 for every single one of those. So how much is that a month that I could be making this time next year? $600,000 that I possibly could be making with 100,000 people below me. Okay? I got in with the first 160 people. Okay? You guys are the same way. Everybody in this room is in within the first 1,000 of this company. So if you believe that this company is going to be a legacy company, like I know Sheila does, and I know that most of the leaders in this room totally do, right? Can I hear a woo-hoo? Okay, that's what we have got a hold of here, okay? If you believe that, you cannot fail at this company. You can only quit. Now, for some of you in this room, $45 a month is going to be hard to come up with. So don't wish it, work it. Do you need to make that kind of money? Get on the phone. Use your upline. 3-way calls. Okay? The only thing that's going to stop you in the next year from the kind of numbers that are possible is you. Because this thing is set up where you will be very, very, very wealthy. You write your own check with this. Okay? So I want to introduce to you one of the top performers in my business. His name is Terry Brown. And I want Terry Brown, for those of you who are going to make that decision tonight, you're going to be in the first 1,000 people. He's going to tell you guys how to leave out of here with your hair on fire and become recruiting, just crazy people. Sponsor monsters. That's right. Because you've got a hold of a matrix that is not like the others. I call the others me matrices. Because you have to do all the work yourself. Okay? This is not what this is. This is a matrix where all of us are going to help you. So Terry, come on up here. This is Terry Brown. Terry Brown, this is everybody.
I am a novice. There are some industry veterans in this room that I'm honored to be in your presence. I know of most of you, and I'm honored to be in your presence, and I'm also glad to be one of your business partners. So What I'm going to do is just spend a few minutes talking about getting started. This is going to be very basic. How many of you are here tonight because you would like to earn some extra income? Okay, every single person. I'm going to talk to you about making money. The company's done their part already about our program and our warranty and everything else. I want to talk to you on how to get started and to work together to build a business. Very, very simple process. How many of you caught during the video? How many of you have to personally enroll as promoters to access all 12 levels of the matrix? Three. Okay? So what should be your goal when you leave here tonight? Three. Okay, everybody say it again. Three. Okay, very good. All right. This is a team. Many of you may be in business for yourself. Many of you may be employees of a business owner or something like that. But this is unlike traditional business. This is a team concept. We actually have a person here tonight who's a very good example of a team concept. There's a gentleman in the room tonight who played on an NCAA National Basketball Championship team. Okay? And that person can tell you that it takes teamwork to achieve that type of performance and that level. To accomplish what you'd like to do in this business, I truly believe you've got to work together as a team. Anybody know what team stands for? What is that? Together everybody achieves more. Okay? If I can give you any advice tonight, work together as a team. I'm going to tell you what I believe. This is my personal opinion. I'm a novice in this industry, but I love this industry. This is my personal opinion. Anybody ever watch the news where all this stuff's going on overseas where they talk about this concept of waterboarding? Anybody know what waterboarding is? Okay? You see, what is that, Buzz?
Turn you upside down with your head down and pour water on your face.
Okay, so you call that torture, right? Okay, you call that torture? Okay. Anybody ever been presented with an MLM opportunity that they waterboarded you? Seriously, okay?
Yes.
Drink with a fire hose?
Change the rules after 3 months.
They overloaded you, all right? You liked it, you understood it, you thought the product was good and the concept was good, but maybe you didn't participate because you thought, I can't do what you just did because I don't know all that you know. Anybody ever thought that? I have, okay? So what if you had the ability to work together as a team and use three, I'm going to write these three letters down, 3 P's. P, P, and P. I'm going to share something with you that I think is really cool. This works. The first one's called peak, P-I-Q-U-E. What does peak mean? To create curiosity. Okay? Create curiosity. So if you created curiosity, with Jay said, with your neighbor, you guys are talking over the fence, or you're mowing the yards, or you're having a cold drink after you've mowed the yards, or something like that, and you say, you know what, I just ran across something that's pretty interesting. I can have all my electronics in my home covered for less than $30 a month on a lifetime warranty. They don't say anything else. What did you just do? You created curiosity. Okay? How many of you in this room think that you could explain everything that was explained tonight in the last 45 minutes to an hour? Okay, awesome. Let me tell you what the next P is. It's called PASS, P-A-S-S. Anybody know that video is available on your website? That video is available on YouTube download. Okay, and the 2-minute video that's on your website is also available on a little YouTube video. Why would you want to do the work if you could let the company do the work for you? Let the tools do all the explaining for you. Okay? That is so important. Because if you waterboard people, they will not join you as a customer. They will not join you as a promoter. But if you let the tools do the work for them, what does that, Jay, if I shared that information with you that way, and you decided to participate, what would your mindset be? Well, if Terry, if you can do that,
I can do it.
I can do that.
Exactly.
See, what you don't realize is from the minute you open your mouth to tell somebody about this, you're teaching them how to do this.
That's right.
Industry veterans, do you agree with that? Okay. You're teaching them how to do this. So if you waterboard them, They think they got to waterboard everybody else too. Okay? And then the last P is what's already been mentioned a couple times tonight. And I like to use the word plug. Okay? Plug them in to your coach. Jeff, Denny Crum was your coach, right?
Absolutely.
All right? You all couldn't have made that team work without Denny Crum being there with all the rest of you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So you guys had to be plugged into the coach. Each one of you has a coach, whoever that person is that enrolled you. Plug them in, your prospect in, or your customer into the coach, and let the coach tell them. Because here's what else happens also. This is what three-way phone call is. Okay? Jay, if I had you talk to Jeff, and I'm brand new in the business, or Sheila, just did this with three-way phone call, you and I the other day, okay? My prospect, who is Jeff, is getting all their questions answered by me. I'm brand new in this business, don't know a whole lot about this business, but if I do 15 phone calls with Sheila with 15 different prospects, what do I end up being? A sponge. And I begin to learn everything that I need to be able to say to teach Jeff how to do this business. Okay. How many you got to get? 3. Okay. And how do you create that success all the way down? What are the 3 magic words? Anybody? I'm sure the industry veterans know what they are. It's called teach to teach. Okay. And how do you teach to teach? You work as a team. Now, what's really neat about this whole program, remember 3. Somebody, I don't know if you guys can see this little board. I'm going to borrow this. This is okay, and I'm done. We'll show you a magic concept here. Everybody, here, hold on. This program requires 3.
Why don't you turn the screen off? That way you can see the board.
Hold on, I'm just going to show you. Okay, this program requires 3, right? Okay? To access all of the 2x12 matrix. Okay. So if you had 3 and you taught everybody that you was on your team to get 3, what happens? You get 9. Teach them, you get 27, you get 81, you get 243, you get 729 on the 6th level right here. What's the difference between 64 and 729? 665 people, okay? But let me ask you a question. What's the real difference? Shane, what's the real difference? The real difference, folks, is 1. If you can teach 2, you can teach 3. And the real difference is 1 person. Now think how fast you can fill a 2x12 matrix. I'll teach you 3. Work as a team, it works. $59.97 to get started, $44.97 a month. Am I correct, guys?
That's correct.
Okay, all right. Work together as a team. Peak interest. That means you got a smartphone. Okay? I mean, if you can text, cut and paste the 2-minute YouTube video and text it to somebody. Every single one of you can. I mean, if you've got an email address. Okay? Again, you pique their interest. You can pique it via text. You can pique it via a phone call. You can pique it via an email. And then pass the tool to them and let them do the work. Set a firm time to follow up with them. When you call them, say, hey, I know you're going to have some questions. And this is the truth. I really don't know a whole lot about this yet, other than the fact that I'm excited. Okay? Would that be true? And would you be comfortable saying to that person, and I really don't want to misrepresent anything because it's important to me and I know it could be important to you, would you be comfortable saying that? Okay? But you know what I'm going to do? The person that I'm working with can answer your questions. Hang on just a minute. Who can do that? Every single one of you. Who will do it? Okay? I mean, that's that's simple. It's very simple. You haven't told anybody anything that's not true. And frankly, even if you can do it, if you can tell them everything, don't do it. Okay? Because they need to understand that this is the way you do this. And that's how you create all those numbers down through there. How many of you know people who have been successful in companies in the past? Okay? If you were to really sit down with them and ask them to be honest with you, ask them how many of them follow the system. You'd be very surprised. Okay? The system works if you work the system. Plain and simple. Now, I'm going to ask you this, and I asked permission to do this, if that's okay. Sheila gave me permission to do this. Every single one of us here is an ambassador for this company. This is a brand new company, and this is exciting. And you should leave here mocked in with your hair on fire, in my opinion. Okay, I ain't got very much, but that's going to be on fire. It already is. Okay. But I'm going to ask you for me personally, because this is important to me. This business is important to me. It's important to my family, and I hope it's going to be important to each and every one of you. Do this business professionally. Do this business respectfully. And please, don't make income claims and don't flash checks. Okay? Are we members of the Direct Selling Association, Jay?
We're joining them right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, according to the Direct Selling Association, if I'm correct, those things I just mentioned are against the rules in this industry. Is that correct?
That is
Direct
correct.
Selling Association, by the way, is very much like the American Dental Association
Right,
that I have to comply
right.
with, and the American Medical
But-
Association.
Right.
Okay?
But you know what? Even if it wasn't the rules, it's the right way to
Thank you.
conduct
Appreciate
business.
that. Thank you. Okay. No income claims, please. I asked for permission to say this. I'm not a representative of the management team. I'm a representative of this company. This is important to me. I've been looking for the right one for 23 years. Okay?
Found it now.
But every one of you is an ambassador. You're an ambassador for yourself and your own business and for your family. Please approach it that way and teach your teams to do the very same thing. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Troy and Terry and Shannon. Gosh, thanks for all your sharing. There is power in three-way calls. I know that sounds kind of crazy when several years ago when someone told me about a three-way call, I had to run down to Bluegrass Cellular and go in and say, can you show me how to do a three-way call on my phone? Went out to my car, tried to call them back, couldn't get them. Went back in and said, can you show me again? So I finally figured out how to do a three-way call. And then I locked myself in the bathroom the first time I did one because I thought, I just know I'm going to mess this up. But you know what? Now I'm the queen of three-way calls, and they work. Trust me, we build a business from a call to a call to a call, from event to event. And excitement breeds excitement and energy within a company. And we've got that going, and with all the new incentives that our company just put together, our president worked so hard to come up with something special to add to what we already had in a great compensation plan, Shannon. And with our new incentives, we have the lifestyle bonuses of where you can actually earn, through rank advancement in our company, $500 toward health and life insurance, so $400 toward health insurance. What big difference that can make in this economy with what we've got going on with health care for families. $100 toward a life insurance policy. We also have our car program that we just put together. And I'm telling you what, by June, before the cruise, I plan on driving down there with a new car, Shannon. So, and it's attainable. Our company has these programs that are attainable and sustainable for our company. So very excited about the programs that we put in place and incentives that actually give back to our promoters, that help us go out in the field and brand our product and our warranty program. So we want to give back. We know your success is our success. And with having such a 6-year-old founded brick and mortar company, and we own the company, you can see we're not wholesaled out. We own the product, we own the company, so we're able to give back to our promoters and those people who join us as partners, and that's what everyone in this room is tonight, is one of our partners. So very excited about that. We have, for right now, before I bring Mr. Jay Turk back up to answer a couple of questions, we're in our 15-day challenge. So if you join our company tonight, or before the end of the month, and don't wait till January 31st, of course, because we want to help you earn an extra $1,000. We build our top and our bottom with this company. I always say that within the industry, 80% of the folks don't get a paycheck. I'm here to wake up some dreams in 2014. I want to see those other 80% actually get a paycheck. So as we go out and build our top and our bottom by helping those actually get a paycheck and go to the mailbox Shannon, at the same time we do and get a call on my cell phone and saying, yoo-hoo, I've got a check. Then also our leaders, like Mr. Dan Emerton and Dave Clark and Troy Bradshaw, will make 25% while you make 75% as our promoters. So we reward our promoters for actually going out and bringing other leaders to our company. At the same time, we're giving you a 15-day challenge. And you'll find out all that in your emails. And if you have questions on how to attain that $1,000, believe me, the person who sponsored you will tell you. And right now, Jay, would you come back up and join me? If you have any questions, Jay is the best person to answer the questions, and so I'm going to let him take his part to close out our evening.
Excellent. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, let's start here.
Does it cover any kind of power tools?
You know, we do. That's a good question. We just put in a small power, small power tools. They are covered. Home tools. We also, we just put that in a couple of months ago. So yes, the answer is yes.
So like say if you got a cordless drill?
Yeah, a drill or a power saw, stuff like that. Yes, sir.
What about accidents that cover, like, you drop your phone in the brakes? That kind
No,
of thing?
and I'll tell you why. I do have, probably within 60 days, I'm going to do an upgrade. So if you wanted to have it, what I don't like about it is if you look at the plans that are out there now, the price, the deductible will kill you. You got a $100 deductible to fix a $70 screen. I'll take that all day long. But I think what we're doing is we're going to add accidental and theft. Just want to do it in the right way. I don't want to have, 30,000 people out there say, whoa, I wonder if this works. Let me drop it in the toilet. And then I get hit with 30,000 claims just because you wanted to see if it works. Believe me, don't think that doesn't happen.
Oh, sure.
So we are but I am having an upgrade. But I find the deductibles, kind of ridiculous on that. Yes?
I've had people ask me about it when they make a claim. Do we have to pay for the shipping if it's shipped off?
No. We take care of all the shipping, we take care of it all. Yes, sir.
Where is your service centers at?
They're all over the country. There's almost 10,000 of them all over the place. We're LinkedIn, like a Best Buy's LinkedIn. We all have a LinkedIn service. And then we add our own people because, you might say, oh, I've got a guy, he wants to do it. He also owns he fixes this or that. And we can add him in. But when you call in for a claim, they'll say, where do you live? Well, I live on Main Street and wherever. They'll say, okay, you got that problem, you take it over here. Or if it's a TV, if it's a small little unit, we'll say, take it to this service center. Or we'll send you a mailer, or you'll have a mailer and you send it out, depending on what the item is. If it's a large TV, we're going to send in an authorized service repairman. Anybody that touches anything in our company, if it's a Samsung TV, it's a factory authorized Samsung service center. If it's LG, the same, it's all, that's how we do it. Anybody else? Oh, I'm liking this. What?
On the things that are, 4 years and under that you don't have the receipts on, how does that work?
Good question.
Good
question. Okay, so what do we do? First of all, when you add, everybody's registered products pretty much here, right? Pretty simple, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a quick thing. So now you have a claim. And what we need is proof of purchase. And why do we need proof of purchase?
You pay us the full price we pay for it.
Well, that's one reason. And I want to make sure that Ken doesn't say, hey, Troy, my TV's broken. And Troy goes, no problem, I got this fool in New York that'll fix it for you. No, but what is proof of purchase? Well, the obvious is the receipt, right? But unlike some other places, we will take credit card statements, we'll take canceled checks. You can, at worst, you can go back to the store and that data's in the store and they'll give it to you. All we want is proof of purchase so I don't get crippled. Yes?
Question, Jeff. We have a repair problem, and there's not a repair center in our local city that repairs that particular item, and we call in to find out what to do with the product. Does someone mail us a box to pack?
Yeah, we'll give you either that or we'll email you a what do you call it, shipping label to apply however fast you want it. You might say, wow, I need this back quick, can you get me a shipping label? Or, you know, it's sitting here, you can ship me a box, however. But I gotta tell you, in most places, everything is we've got it pretty well covered. It really doesn't come up. And we're real helpful along those lines, so we'll take care of that. Yes?
One of the big questions that I've been receiving is cell phone. How quickly, because people can't live without their cell phones.
It's the same as taking it in. You will pull it in, it'll be done within a couple hours.
And if they can't fix it and they're going to replace it.
They're gonna replace it.
Are they getting, how quickly do they catch
It
up?
gets done very quick because everybody needs their cell phone today. It
Right.
gets done the same day.
And how does it pay out if you are getting the money to replace it?
It pays out on what that phone is worth.
I'm sorry, how do you receive the money?
Oh, we don't pay you, we'll pay the store.
So the store will replace your phone?
Yeah,
Brand new
you
phone.
you'll go in and get your phone replaced. And we take care of all of that. There's no that's a good point. There's no reimbursement. You don't pay and then have to come to us to get the money.
Okay.
So that you're screaming at me, you know, I haven't seen it in 2 weeks or a week or whatever.
So the actual Fix It Center, they will be the one that replaces the product if they cannot fix it.
Right.
It'll be up to them to
To get you the product. And it works pretty quick. I get no complaints on cell phones.
Okay.
Zero.
Is that for every product or just cell phones?
On what? On
Well, your
replacing?
television, so with the
Okay,
television.
so what happens, you won't get the TV the same day probably, because we'll have to, you know, we'd ship it to you. But what would happen would be, it'd be the same like Best Buy or anybody. You go in and let's say we send in a repairman, he says, I can't fix the TV. It's gone. Okay, normally what we used to do was say, okay, we pick it up and ship it back and it goes to a depot and people pull parts out and we make a few bucks on the parts that's running. Those days are gone. So chances are we'll just, it depends on the TV, we might say, have it shipped back to us, or we may tell you to dump it. And then what we do is we'll replace that TV, we'll have it shipped out to you within 48 hours. It's very quick, but it's not the same day on the TV as cell phone, because I can't be without a cell phone. Yes, hi.
Let's say I have something that costs more than the $3,000 cap. For example, a Big Mac computer. It could easily be $4,500. I can put that on my plan, it'll go, but obviously I only have a $3,000 limit. So my guess is you pay me the $3,000.
Why'd you ask me the question?
Well, I'm just
No, I'm
wondering how you
playing. I'm playing. You answered it. I don't even have to talk.
So you'll pay up to $3,000.
$3,000, right.
Would that apply also if we, let's say I've had $2,700 with claim a year, which I doubt, and let's say I did, and then you had one more claim, it would just take you up to that $3,000?
Up to the $3,000.
Okay.
And I'd say, why are you giving me all this crap this year? I might say that to you. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Is there a list on your website of what's actually covered, what items? Are you talking about?
Yes, in the terms and conditions, you can get that off the website, under T&C, you'll see it at the bottom, it's in terms and conditions, and that'll have it listed. If it's not listed there, and it's got it either plugs in or has a battery, and it's a consumer electronic product. That is not a refrigerator, it's not a stove, that's an appliance. Because they come out with stuff so quickly, we'll have it put in.